Naia love stories. Like, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. Good food is always hard to resist, especially when the food looks shelly. Sometimes it's hard to know when enough is enough, when your eyed bigger than your belly. Maya was one little picnic who'd yam till her belly was stuffed. She'd always be in the people them's plate, so everyone would call her Nuff. Maya was a bum belly picnic. In her eyes, everything looked delicious. When it came to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, she was always so malicious. When it was time to yam, it didn't take much to get Maya in the mood. And one thing Maya couldn't resist was a nice little plate of party food. It was Saturday and Maya was excited. She'd been waiting for this day all week. It was the day of Brittany's party. She know say it's a go be on fleek. It wasn't because of the music, or the dancing, or the games, or balloons. Maya wanted to fill up her belly with a little Caribbean party food. As soon as she got to the party, she'd even say, "Wagwan, Brittany." She headed straight over to the food servers because it was the food she had free. She started off with the cooked meats first. The server said, "What you want to eat? Can I have jerk chicken, curry, goat, and oxtail?" The server said, "You sure, picnic?" "Yes, please," Maya said as she gave her plate and she loaded it up with the meat. Maya dipped her finger in the oxtail gravy and said, "Me can't wait to eat." Maya was hungry. She wanted more food, so she piled up her plate to get ready. But what Maya didn't realize was that her eye them bigger than her belly. She headed over to the side dishes. The server said, "What you want to eat? Plantain festival and the beef patty?" The server said, "You sure, picnic?" "Yes, please," Maya said as she gave her plate. Her meal was almost complete. Maya sniffed the soft golden festivals and said, "I can't wait to eat." Maya was hungry. She wanted more food, so she piled up her plate to get ready. But what Maya didn't realize was that her eye them bigger than her belly. There's one thing you need to know about Maya, and it probably doesn't come as a surprise. She had a sweet tooth, so after every meal, she always felt for something nice. Across from her, she saw all the desserts. They were bright, juicy, and glistening. "Come over, Yasso," they whispered to her. And little Maya was listening. She headed over to the dessert table. The server said, "What you want to eat? Coconut drops, torto, and bulla cake." The server said, "You sure, picnic?" "Yes, please," Maya said as she gave him her plate and he loaded it up with the sweets. Maya licked the syrup on her coconut drops and said, me can't wait to eat. Maya was hungry. She couldn't wait and her plate was finally ready. But what Maya didn't realize was that her eye them bigger than her belly. Maya's plate wobbled when she awoke. She said, please don't drop on the floor. She found a place to sit down and yam. Her food was as tall as her. She took a bite out of her jerk chicken and dipped Festival in her beef patty. Then she tried some curry goat and plantain and said, boy, the food tastes goody. Maya dived back in for some more. She took a bite out of her oxtail. The more she ate, the more she smiled, and her belly began to swell. She tried boiled cake with butter and cheese, then she went for tota and coconut drops. She huffed and puffed as she put it in her mouth. Her belly button was about to pop. No, sir, she thought as she grabbed her tongue. Her mom came over and said, what do you? I ate too much oxtail and Festival. I can't manage. I need to do. Maya's mom laughed as she looked at her. This always happened, time and time again. Maya always bit off more than she could chew. She yam too much. She too craving. Not everything you see you have to yam because you might not have space for it. You can always try some food another day. Wife is today and tomorrow famine. Good food is always hard to resist, especially when the food looks shelly. Sometimes it's hard to know when enough is enough when your eye them bigger than your belly. On the other side, the grasslet looked greener. The higher the coconut, the sweeter the jelly. Sometimes you keep climbing for more and more, but what sweet Nanny got to go run our belly. One day, Nanny Goat was in the garden, rolling around and sniffing on the leaves. Buck Goat was down by the mango tree, grazing slowly and chewing on the weeds. The kids were playing in the grass because the yard was full of adventure, juking jankros of Jamaica and catching crabs with their colorful claw. Nanny Goat was getting hungry and she really did feel for something sweet. She didn't like the look of the dusty grass that was underneath the mango tree. In the distance, she saw grass was greener. Eating a yard just didn't make sense. She wanted to go where the green grass was, but in the way was a barbed wire fence. Nanny Goat wanted to yam the green grass. She had to taste it by hook or by crook. So she started to scheme how to get past the fence for the grass she wanted to talk. She didn't want to get scratched by barbed wire on top or get caught by dusty soil underneath. Nanny Goat was too pretty to mash up her face, and she knew God never liked ugly. She scanned the whole of her surroundings and her eyes shone bright when she saw it. The gap in the fence at the corner, she was mager, she could slip through it. Nanny Goat had to smile up herself. When she got through, she was full of glee. She started to chew on the green grass, then she saw the coconut tree. The perfect way to clean her dirty heart and fill up Nanny Goat's belly. She decided to climb the coconut tree for cocoa water and cocoa jelly. When she reached the top of the tree, she bust one open and tasted the sweet treats. Glug, 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 she boxed down the juice, then she yammed off the coconut meat. 1, 2, 3, for the best coconut she ever did eat. She sat back, rubbed her belly and said, "That did sweet me, you see?" She wanted to pick a few to eat and pack a few to save and keep. But she knew she couldn't tell the kids them. To a true defense she did creep. So every day when the kids weren't looking, she'd sneak off to fill up her belly. She'd climb to the top of the coconut tree for cocoa water and cocoa jelly. The kids were in the ackee tree swiping rat bat and splashing with their river mama friends. Nanny left the kids playing in the yard through their fun just never seemed to end. Nanny Goat snuck off to smile up herself and eat the grass through the fence that was green. Then she went to clean off her dirty heart with cocoa water and cocoa jelly. 1, 2, 3, 4, the best coconut she ever did eat. She sat back, rubbed her belly and said, "That did sweet me, you see?" The next day, the kids were playing in the yard searching for treasure lost in Savlamar. Every now and then, Nanny Goat would say, "Picnic, nobody go too far." When the kids weren't looking, Nanny Goat snuck off to eat the grass through the fence that was green. Then she went to clean off her dirty heart with cocoa water and cocoa jelly. 1, 2, 3, 4, the best coconut she ever did eat. She sat back, rubbed her belly and said, "That did sweet me, you see?" But as Nanny Goat was climbing down, she heard a woof and a growl from beneath. "Woof, woof, woof," barked the Marga dog. One ran over, but soon there were 3. It's not that Nanny never liked dogs, she just wasn't expecting it. The barks were so loud and their teeth were sharp, Nanny almost jumped out of her skin. Then she heard a great big rumble. It felt like thunder at the bottom of her belly. Her stomach felt bad. She had to run. She knew she had to get ready. What a thing, she named too many coconuts. She really loved the coconut jelly, but she never realized that the coconuts were going to mash up her belly. Nanny Goat had to get back quick. She dashed the coconuts to get rid of them. When the coconuts fell, the dogs howled and ran. Nanny ran back to the garden. When she came back in a panic, I had to ask Nanny Goat, "What is it?" "When you have too much grass and coconut, my belly mash up. I want to vomit." "You bugger you," Buck laughed. The kids were confused. Why was Nanny Goat's face full of dread? Buck Goat made Nanny some hot bush tea. Then he turned to the kids them and said, "On the other side, the grass might look greener. The higher the coconut, the sweeter the jelly. Sometimes you keep climbing for more and more, but what sweet Nanny Goat got around her belly." After that, did Nanny go back for coconuts? Nanny Goat said never again. The sweetness wasn't worth the bad belly or the runs she went through in the end. Naia loves stories. Like, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. We all love and care for our parents. Others care more than some. Some even have a favorite, preferring a dad, and others their mum. The funny thing about parents is sometimes unappreciated. We love them but don't realize how they must do, so we take their time for granted. Ace was one little picnic who loved his ma but feared his father. So when it came to helping around the house, he'd say, "Cha, me can't be bothered." Sometimes he was being lazy. Sometimes he'd start, then leave the rest. But more time he'd walk around unbothered, so him didn't even notice the mess. His ma had so much to do, so she appreciated any little help. But Ace was a charmer. He knew what to say to get his ma to do it herself. Ace had been home all day while his ma had been at work. So his dad prepared the dinner, dumpling a fried, a chicken, a jerk. He played football in the garden, crossbar challenge keep you up at the link. He wanted to be at the top of the league, time flew fast, he didn't even think. Ma came back exhausted and said, before Ace could even blink, "What have you been doing? You couldn't even wash the 2 Likkle Plate Dem in the sink?" "Oh Ma, you know I'm too short to reach, plus I didn't want to make a mess. I know you're the queen of making plates, Shan. You have the skill, Joe. You are the best." "No worry yourself," Ma smirked to Ace. "Today are for me, tomorrow are for you." "Yes, Ma," Ace replied, and Ma washed up. The thing was, him a be a gino. Ma was setting the table to eat while Ace and Maya watched TV. Ace's trains had taken over the room, his building blocks as high as the settee. Ma came to call them for dinner. She saw Ace's things from the door. "What have you been doing? You couldn't even pick up the 2 little tiles on the floor?" "Oh Ma, I couldn't break the train set apart. All the pieces kept sticking together." "I know you are the best toy breaker upper. Nobody can do it better." "No worry yourself," Ma smirked to Ace. "Today are for me, tomorrow are for you." "Yes, Ma," Ace replied, and Ma tidied up. The thing was, him a be a gino. Ma dried the dishes on the drainer while Ace and Maya got ready for bed. "Nobody take long, you have school in the morning," Ma called to them and said. Ma came into the bedroom. Ace was playing. He didn't even brush. "What have you been doing? You couldn't even put the 2 little clothes in the wash?" "Oh Ma, I couldn't pull my vest from my top, plus I didn't know what was light or dark." "Ma, you know you're the best clothes sorter. For clothes washing, you are the star." "No worry yourself," Ma smirked to Ace. "Today are for me, tomorrow are for you." "Yes, Ma," Ace replied, and Ma sorted the clothes. The thing was, Emma be a gin. That night, when they all went to sleep, something happened when Ma was in bed. She took sick. She had a high fever. What she said had manifested. When morning came, Ma was so ill she couldn't even get up. "Hey," she called. Then him start to rush. He didn't hear his alarm clock. "Are you okay?" Ace looked at Ma. He could see she was in a cold sweat. "Not really, Ace. I need your help." Ma trembled. Her claws then were wet. "Okay, Ma. What do you need? You really look under the weather." Ma didn't look good. She was sick bad. He wanted his Ma to get better. "I just need some lemon and ginger tea," his Ma began to think. "While you're downstairs, I beg you help me wash the 2 Likkle Plate Dem in the sink." "Okay, Ma, no worry yourself." Ma loved Ace being helpful. Then Ma sat and wondered, what else could him do? Ace rushed off to help his Ma. He'd do anything to please her. "Thank you, Ace. I beg you take the 2 Likkle meat them out the freezer." "Okay, Ma, no worry yourself." Ma loved Ace being helpful. Then Ma sat and wondered, what else could him do? Ace ran fast like lightning. "Ace, and why you by the fridge? Can you warm the 2 Likkle Plate Dem for cornmeal porridge?" "Okay, Ma, no worry yourself." Ma loved Ace being helpful. Then Ma sat and wondered, what else could him do? Ace warmed breakfast for him and Ma. "Ma, I have to go to school." "Oh no, Ace," Ma told him. "Not today, nobody can take you. But go into the bathroom and brush your teeth. You still need to be fresh. Then I beg you sweep the 2 Likkle dust them from underneath the beds." "Okay, Ma, no worry yourself." Ma loved Ace being helpful. Then Ma sat and wondered, what else could him do? When Ace went off to be of help, morning passed. He had no rest. "Get the iron and the 2 Likkle clothes them by the stool that need for press." "Okay, Ma, no worry yourself." Ma loved Ace being helpful. Then Ma sat and wondered, what else could him do? Ace rushed off as quick as a flash. All this rest was helping Mother's health. "Oh, and Ace, I beg you fold the 2 Likkle clothes them on the shelf." Okay, Ma, no worry yourself. Ma loved Ace being helpful. So Ma sat and wondered, could every day be like this too? By the end of the day, Ace was frazzled. He was tired as can be. He didn't know there was so much to do when he took responsibility. Now he knew Ma was sick and tired. She barely had space to think. All Ma wanted was a little help to wash the 2 Likkle Plate Dem in the sink. Ma smiled when she saw Ace's face. Thank you for helping, my little picnic. No worry yourself, Ace smirked at Ma. Today are for you, tomorrow are for me. From that day on, Ace appreciated his Ma and all the little things that she do. He stopped pretending that he couldn't help and even tidied his mess at home too. Maya was always looking for excitement. There was nothing she craved more than fun. If she wasn't looking for her next adventure, then she'd look up to her mum. Some would say Maya was beyond her years and at tests she was top of the class. Maya liked doing what adults would do, so everyone would call her fast. Her ma was her favorite person, so she'd copy everything that she'd do. But her ma didn't want her to grow too quick, so she'd say sometimes out the blue, am I one of your little friends them? You think say me and you are size? Watch yourself, little girl. Don't make me have to say it to you twice. But Maya never make this stop her. Her ma was a star in her eyes. She'd always sneak and dress up like her ma if the opportunity did arise. So when Ma was in the front room trying to catch a snooze, Maya decided it was the perfect time to try on her mother's shoes. She went into her mother's closet and pulled out her favorite pair, the red and golden stilettos. She decided she-a go wear. She paraded around in the mirror, marching high and pushing up her chest. Who is the cutest girl of them all? And me are the prettiest? The problem was, as Maya walked, she never saw her ma's hair clip. Ah, Maya screamed as she fell. She slipped and almost bust her lip. Her ma shut up as she heard the noise. Was she dreaming or was it for real? She came and saw Maya on the floor wearing stilettos with a broken heel. Maya, what you doing with my shoes? You think say me and you are size? Watch yourself, little girl. Don't make me have to say it to you twice. Yes, Ma, Maya said as she hobbled off. Her ma was right, to Maya's surprise. She picked Ma's shoes off the floor. The shoes were big and not quite her size. Ma went back to the living room to tidy up Ace's building blocks. So Maya decided it was the perfect time to dive in Ma's jewelry box. She picked out Ma's dangly earrings and tried on her finest pearls. Maya felt like $1 million, like the luckiest girl in the world. She admired herself in the mirror. Another bracelet, oh yes, be my guest. Who is the cutest girl of them all? And me are the prettiest? As she turned around to pose, her ma's pearls caught on the door. No, Maya cried, trying to save the pearls as them a splatter upon the floor. Her ma rushed up because of the noise. She thought Maya had hurt herself. She saw Maya putting the splattered pearls back onto the shelf. Maya, what you doing in my jewelry box? You think say me and you a size? Watch yourself, little girl. Don't make me have to say it to you twice. Yes, Ma, Maya said as she tidied up. Her ma was right, to Maya's surprise. She put the jewelry back, the pearls were big and far from her size. Dad called, so Ma went back downstairs for better service the phone break up. So Maya decided it was the perfect time to try on Ma's makeup. She started with some blush and lipstick, but only just a dash. Then she pasted on some eyeshadow and put on Ma's false eyelash. She admired herself in the mirror. Mummy's makeup makes me look the best. Who is the cutest girl of them all? And me are the prettiest. Maya took out Ma's expensive mascara from the shop her mummy did buy. As she plastered it on her eyelashes, she poked herself in the eye. Ow! Maya screamed as the mascara ran and her eyes began to water. Her ma rushed back upstairs to see what they'd do her daughter. Maya, what you doing with my makeup on? You think, say, me and you a size? Watch yourself, little girl. Don't make me have to say it to you twice. What do you mean? Maya was confused. Makeup doesn't come in a size. I just wanted to be pretty like you because you're beautiful in my eyes. Maya's mom smiled as she looked at her. She couldn't be mad when getting compliments. We are not the same age, so can do the same things. When you're older, you can, is what I meant. Maya looked sad as she looked at her mom. Oh, that takes ages. It just seems so far. Everything has its time. No worry yourself. But for now, you're perfect as you are. When you are older, you are go free to do what you want and have your little fun. But if you hurry, you won't enjoy the moment, then you'll miss the days when you were young. So for now, enjoy your age, all the things kids your age do. You don't need heels, jewelry, or makeup. You are beautiful as you. Maya never have to change herself. Her mom was right, to Maya's surprise. But she knew one day she'd be her mom's age, still perfect, but mommy's size. Naia Love Stories. Like, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. It's part of life to have a little chores. Some will like and some will not like to do it. Some people don't like to wash the dishes, and some people don't like to brush them teeth. Some kids run away from bathing, and some kids not like to tie them shoe. Some kids not like to tidy up them room. What don't you like to do? Maya was a clever little girl. People always said that she seemed quite sweet. But Maya would try every trick in the book to get away without brushing her teeth. She loved using her imagination to look for treasures she never thought she'd find. But brushing her teeth would accidentally on purpose slip out of little Maya's mind. It was a sunny midday on Monday, and Maya was digging in the garden. Mud pie was on the menu, and in the sun, it hardened. Her ma was in the kitchen, seasoning up some meat. When she saw Maya, her spirit just told her to ask if she'd brushed her teeth. You brush your teeth from morning? Ma turned toward her and said, Yes, Ma, I did it when you went to the shop to buy some hard-dough bread. You sure? Ma was suspicious. Yes, Ma, was Maya's reply. But Ma was too busy. She left Maya to it. The thing was Maya alive. Ha! She smiled mixing mud water. 'Cause Ma believed in her sneaky little trick. Maya didn't care to brush her teeth. She wasn't bothered not one little bit. On Tuesday, it was wet and rainy, so Maya decided to stay in. She pulled out her paper, spread it on the floor, and began a pretty painting. Her ma was in the bathroom, cleaning the sink in her ensuite. When she heard Maya, her spirit just told her to ask if she brushed her teeth. You brush your teeth from morning? Ma turned toward her and said, Yes, Ma, I did it when you were downstairs after I made my bed. You sure? Ma was suspicious. Yes, Ma, was Maya's reply. But Ma was too busy. She left Maya to it. The thing was Maya alive. Ha! Maya smiled as she painted, 'cause Ma believed in her sneaky little trick. Maya didn't care that her mouth was musty. She wasn't bothered not one little bit. On Wednesday, the weather was warm. Maya had watermelon in the play pool. Luckily for Maya, it was summer, so she didn't even have to think about school. Her ma was in the living room, dusting the windows, the floor she had swept. When she looked at Maya, her spirit just told her to ask if she'd brushed her teeth. You brush your teeth from morning? Ma stopped her task to ask. Yes, Ma, I did it when you were asleep so that I could eat my breakfast. You sure? Ma was suspicious. Yes, Ma, was Maya's reply. But Ma was too busy. She left Maya to it. The thing was Maya alive. Ha! She smiled with watermelon. 'Cause Ma believed in her sneaky little trick. Maya didn't care that her teeth felt cloudy. She wasn't bothered not one little bit. Thursday came and Maya was excited. It was the day that she would always bake. She got some frosting and sprinkles to put on top of her cupcake. Ma was in the front room, pressing pillowcases and a bed sheet. When she looked at Maya, her spirit just told her to ask if she brushed her teeth. You brush your teeth from morning? Ma stopped and called out to her. Yes, Ma, I did before you got up when I came out of the shower. You sure? Ma was suspicious. Yes, Ma, was Maya's reply. But Ma was too busy. She left Maya to it. The thing was Maya alive. Ha! Maya smiled, licking frosting. 'cause Ma believed in her sneaky little trick. Maya didn't care that her teeth were sticky. She wasn't bothered not one little bit. Friday was Maya's favorite day of the week. It was pizza and movie night. She rolled out the dough, grated the cheese, marinade she pour in delight. Ma was by the front door, making sure the shoes them look neat. When she heard Maya, her spirit just told her to ask if she'd brushed her teeth. You brush your teeth from morning? Ma hollered into the kitchen. Yes, Ma, I did it when you went outside earlier to put out the bin. You sure? Ma was suspicious. Yes, Ma, was Maya's reply. But Ma was too busy. She left Maya to it. The thing was, Maya a lie. Ha! Maya smiled, spreading sauce. 'Cause Ma believed in her sneaky little trick. Maya didn't care that her mouth was rusty. She wasn't bothered not one little bit. On Saturday, Maya ate sausage bun while she stayed in her pajamas. She wanted to see how high she could build her giant house of cards. Ma was in the hallway, wiping the skirting boards down with bleach. When she heard Maya, her spirit just told her to ask if she'd brushed her teeth. You brush your teeth from morning? Ma called into the front room. Yes, Ma, when you went in the attic to clean the cobwebs with the broom. You sure? Ma was suspicious. Yes, Ma, was Maya's reply. But Ma was too busy. She left Maya to it. The thing was, Maya a lie. Ha! Maya smiled, stacking cards. 'Cause Ma believed in her sneaky little trick. Maya didn't care that her teeth were all lumpy. She wasn't bothered not one little bit. On Sunday, Maya rushed outside because she heard her friends them calling. She hopped to the playground, jumped in the middle to beat a brown girl in the ring. When she stepped in, her friends stepped back. They were snickering and laughing. Why them a look and hold them nose? Maya was wondering. Ma was in her bedroom. The day of rest in our bed she eat. When she heard Maya, her spirit just told her to ask if she'd brushed her teeth. You brush your teeth from morning? Ma called out the window. Yes, Ma, I did it when I woke up when you were talking on the phone. You sure? Ma was suspicious. Yes, Ma, she started to chime. But when Ma breathed a look on the kids' them faces, Ma knew she had to make time. Come here, I want to check you. Ma called into the playground. Okay, Ma, I'll be just a minute. Maya's heart just started pounding. When Maya finally came inside, her ma asked to smell her breath. No, sir, ma bawled as Maya opened her mouth. Her teeth were yellow. Her mouth smelled like death. Maya, you brush your teeth from morning? Ma asked Maya again. She didn't speak. She was scared she'd get caught, so she simply nodded her head. Let me see, Maya's ma asked. She got her nail to scrape Maya's teeth. As her finger ran across her gum, a pile of sludge sat underneath. Under her nail, Ma was shocked to see Monday's mud, Tuesday's paint, and then more. Wednesday's rotten watermelon, Thursday's frosting, frowsier than before. On her tongue, her ma could smell Friday's pizza and rancid chunky cheese. Saturday's sour sausage bun mixed with mutton and elbow grease. What a ting Maya had lied. You'd even brush your teeth the whole week. Maya looked guilty as she looked at her ma. In fact, she didn't want to speak. Maya mouth stinks, you can't see the plaque. Your teeth have lumps and your tongue has gone black. Go in the bathroom and brush your teeth till they shine before you go out back. Now Maya knew why them a look upon her. She didn't want smelly breath round her friend. From that day, she always brushed her teeth and never lied about brushing them again. Thanks for watching Naia Love Stories. For more stories, subscribe to the YouTube channel and head over to Amazon for Naia Lewis storybooks.